Okay, so we all know Tom Cruise, right? The movie star. But today, we're not really talking about his films. We're digging into the incredible machine behind them. We're going to break down the system that keeps him performing at such an elite level decade after decade.
I mean, it's the question on everyone's mind, isn't it? How is this even possible? We see him sprinting down skyscrapers, literally clinging to the side of a cargo plane as it takes off. This is way beyond just staying in shape. This is defying what we think is possible for someone's age and endurance. So what's the secret?
Well, the answer, as it turns out, isn't some single magic pill. It's not a secret. It's a complete, holistic system. A blueprint, really, for high performance that covers everything from the exact food he eats to every single move he makes. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that very blueprint.
All right, so let's start with the fuel. You know, every high-performance machine needs high-octane fuel, and his body is absolutely no exception. His diet isn't about restriction just for the sake of it. It's all about strategic fueling to get maximum output. Makes sense, right?
And what's really interesting here is that the core philosophy isn't just about what he's eating, but how it's cooked. He uses what's called the low and slow method. Basically, by cooking at low temperatures, under 150 Celsius, he avoids creating that inflammation-causing char, and, crucially, he locks in all the vital nutrients his body needs to perform and recover.
So, okay, here are the absolute staples, the building blocks. You've got lean, slow-grilled proteins for muscle repair. Berries, especially blueberries, which the crew jokes are his on-set candy, are just packed with antioxidants to fight stress. Dark leafy greens help get more oxygen flowing, which is pretty important for those insane sprint scenes. Raw nuts provide steady energy for focus during those 16-hour days. And that low-temp vegetable medley ensures he's getting every last drop of vitamins. It's like an engineer designed his plate.
But, any great system is just as much about what you don't do as what you do. So just as important as the fuel he puts in is the stuff he strategically avoids, the things that can clog up the system and kill his performance. And this right here just lays it all out perfectly. The main enemy? Refined sugar. Just look at this comparison. On one side, you have fuel, like berries, that gives you steady energy and sharpens your focus. On the other side, you have fog. Sugar spikes your system, clouds your reflexes, and then the inevitable crash. When your job is literally to jump a motorcycle off a cliff with perfect timing, you just can't afford that kind of fog in your head. No way.
So this is the stuff that is completely off the table, non-negotiable. Zero refined sugar, period. That means no candy, no soda, nothing. No high glycemic starches. The white breads, the pastas, stuff that spikes your blood sugar and basically just puts your brain in a haze. And of course, absolutely no fried or processed foods. All that extra oil and salt is just terrible for performance and for looking sharp under those unforgiving AK cameras.
Okay, so we've got the fuel sorted. Now let's talk about the engine that burns it. His training isn't about looking good in the gym. It's about building a body that can handle the insane demands of his job. Every single workout has a very specific mission.
And this quote right here, this is everything. This is the entire philosophy in a nutshell. It is not about getting huge. It's about developing the specific tools he needs. The grip strength to hang off that plane, the core stability to sprint across a rooftop, the reflexes to react in a split second. It's functional fitness at its absolute peak.
And here's what that actually looks like across a typical week. And man, it is an incredible mix. You've got your classic strength days, hitting the big muscle groups, but then they're balanced out with these activity days, sea kayaking, rock climbing, even fencing. And these aren't just for fun. They build serious, real-world strength. And check this out, even his rest day is active. We're talking a 7-day-a-week commitment here.
And just to give you a real taste of how intense this is, let's look at one of those hit days. This is not your average cardio session at the gym. We're talking explosive hill sprints to build power, jump squats for that leg drive, and punishing battle rope slams for just total full-body conditioning. It's all designed to train his body to perform under extreme stress.
All right, so we've looked at the diet, we've looked at the training. What's the big picture? How can we boil this all down? Let's distill this whole thing down into 4 core principles, basically an operating system for performance that anyone can learn from.
Rule number 1. Graze, don't gorge. Instead of 3 big meals, his day is broken up into lots of small, nutrient-dense snacks. This keeps his energy levels totally stable. It helps him avoid that sleepy post-lunch crash that, we all get. And that's the last thing you want when a director is about to yell, "Action!"
Number 2, and this one is so important. Train for function, not for size. Focus on what you actually need your body to do. Build the kind of strength, agility, and endurance that serves you in your real life. It's about being capable, not just about looking a certain way. Okay, rule number 3 is a really simple but powerful combo for the diet. Cook low and live low sugar. By using low-heat cooking, you keep the nutrients in your food. And by ditching the refined sugar, you keep your mind sharp and your energy steady. It's kind of the 1-2 punch of his entire food philosophy.
And last but not least, rule number 4. Consistency beats brutality. Look, this is not about going to the gym once and absolutely destroying yourself to the point you can't move for 3 days. It's about showing up and doing the focused, purposeful work day in and day out. That's what builds a truly resilient machine.
So that kind of leaves us with one big question to chew on. Are we looking at a universal blueprint for high performance that any of us could tap into? Or is this just the kind of extreme, almost superhuman discipline that only a massive global star can really maintain? I'll let you be the judge of that.